Thoth stands as a central figure in the vast and complex pantheon of ancient Egyptian deities. He is not a god of raw power, like the sun god Ra, nor a god of the tumultuous underworld, like Osiris. Instead, Thoth embodies a more subtle, yet profoundly essential force, the power of knowledge and communication. He was known primarily as the god of writing, wisdom, the moon. In this capacity, he functioned as the great administrator of the cosmos, the divine scribe who recorded the deeds of gods and mortals alike. His role was to bring order to chaos through the structured elegance of the written word, making him an indispensable mediator in the divine and human realms. His presence was felt in every aspect of Egyptian life that required precision, intellect, and articulation. Imagine the careful planning required to build the Great Pyramids with their perfect angles and celestial alignments. Thoth was the patron of the architects. Mathematician, he was the voice of reason in the council of the gods, the one who settled disputes not with force, but with carefully chosen words and irrefutable logic. He was the bridge connecting the ephemeral thoughts of the mind to the permanence of the written record. In the grand narrative of Egyptian mythology, Thoth served as the secretary to the gods, a position of immense trust and influence. It was Thoth who documented their pronouncements. His scrolls contained the history of the world, the laws of the cosmos, the secrets of magic. This made him a figure of profound respect and even a little fear. He knew everything that had been said and done. He was the divine archivist, the keeper of sacred truths that structured reality itself. His work ensured that the universe ran according to a divine plan, a blueprint he himself helped to write and preserve. As the god of the moon, Thoth represented a different kind of light than the blazing sun of Ra. The moon's gentle, silver glow was associated with the quiet contemplation of the night, a time for study, reflection, and the measurement of time. The lunar cycles became the basis for the Egyptian calendar, a system of order imposed upon the natural flow of days and nights. Thoth was not only the master of written language, but also the master of time's passage. He provided the framework through which humanity could understand its place in the cosmos, marking seasons, festivals, the rhythm of life along the Nile. In the vast work of recording and measuring the world, Thoth was not alone. He was often depicted with his female counterpart, the goddess Seshat. She was the mistress of the library, the goddess of writing, astronomy, architecture, mathematics in her own right. Their partnership was a divine reflection of the collaborative nature of knowledge. Together, they formed a complete intellectual force, embodying both the creation, the preservation of sacred records, the preservation of secular records. Seshat was often called she who is foremost in the house of books. Their shared duties were fundamental to the order of the Egyptian state. When a new temple was to be built, it was Thoth and Seshat who presided over the foundation ceremony. This ritual, the stretching of the cord, aligned the temple's foundations with the stars. Seshat ensured earthly structure matched cosmic order. Thoth documented the temple's divine purpose. Ancient Egyptian culture attributed the very invention of writing to Thoth. Before him, there was only the spoken word, fleeting and impermanent. Thoth conceived of a system to capture language and thought, giving them physical form. The Egyptians called their script Meju Neter, the words of the god. Writing, he argued, would make Egyptians wiser and improve their memories. Yet some worried this tool might make people lazy, neglecting internal memory, a timeless concern about technology and cognition. Beyond hieroglyphs, Thoth was credited with the invention of numbers and mathematics. To survey land, calculate grain for taxes and storage, and designed temples. Thoth provided the framework for administration and monument building, the software of Egyptian civilization. The ancient Egyptians perceived time as a cyclical rhythm. The moon was the clock, and Thoth its keeper. He was responsible for the moon's phases. This cycle organized festivals, rituals, and civil administration. When Nut could not give birth on the 360 days, she turned to Thoth, master of games. He challenged Khonsu to Senet, playing for a fraction of the moon's light, and won. He created 5 extra days, the epagomenal days, for the births of Osiris, Horus the Elder, Set, Isis, and Nephthys. Thus, the 365-day calendar took shape and influenced later systems, including our own. He was not just measure of time, but its creator, manipulating its fabric for divine purposes. He inscribed kings on the sacred Ished tree, fixing destinies in time. Through lunar order and record-keeping, Thoth brought stability to nature's cycles, like the annual Nile flood. The role of the scribe in ancient Egypt was one of immense prestige and importance, a reflection of reverence for Thoth. While most people labored, scribes formed and educated elite administrators, accountants, lawyers, and librarians. Training began young and was arduous, mastering hieroglyphic and hieratic scripts. Simple but sacred tools, a palette, a small pot of water, and reed brushes. Scribes managed estates, recorded offerings, and copied sacred texts. Others kept military rolls, government accounts, taxes, judgments, and royal correspondence. The most skilled could become viziers and overseers of royal projects. The scribes' work was sacred earthly agents of Thoth, bringing order through writing. They were depicted with their tools in tombs to continue work in the afterlife. Their dedication is why we know so much today, a legacy preserved through the ink of Thoth's followers. One of the most significant testaments to Thoth's influence is the Book of the Dead. More accurately, the Book of Coming Forth by Day, not a single book, but spells, hymns, and instructions. Its purpose: guide the soul through the duat and toward a blessed afterlife. These texts were written on papyrus and placed in tombs. Thoth was seen as ultimate author of these spells. Spells to avoid demons, navigate the duat, and answer gatekeepers. The words themselves held power, a divine roadmap, and magical arsenal. Scrolls were personalized with the deceased's name to activate the spells. One famous scene is the weighing of the heart, presided over by Thoth. It showed belief in the written words, power to shape reality beyond death. The Hall of Two Truths, the weighing of the heart, is the climactic judgment. Before a tribunal of 42 divine judges, the deceased is led by Anubis to a great golden scale, the heart seat of intelligence, memory, and conscience. Opposite it, the feather, truth, justice, cosmic order. Thoth stands ready, crucial, and multifaceted. He is prosecutor, defense attorney, and court reporter in one. As the deceased recites, "I have not stolen, I have not lied. If the heart equals or is lighter than the feather, a righteous life." Thoth proclaims the verdict and records the soul as justified. Then Osiris welcomes them into the field of reeds, a blissful paradise. But if the heart outweighs the feather, the scale tips wickedness and imbalance. Amit waits, crocodile head, lion forequarters, hippo hindquarters. Upon a guilty verdict, she devours the heart, the second death, annihilation. Ma'at, more than a goddess, is cosmic order, truth, justice, balance, and harmony. The world contested between Ma'at and Isfet. All pharaoh, gods, and people must uphold Ma'at. Thoth, divine scribe, was arbiter and defender of Ma'at, chief administrator, of justice. In the long dispute of Horus and Set, Thoth recorded every argument, weighed evidence, and advised the god. The final judgment upheld Ma'at order maintained through wisdom and law, not brute force. Egypt's laws, courts, and bureaucracy reflected Thoth's system of justice. Thoth's primary cult center was Kmun Hermopolis Magna, a hub of pilgrimage and learning. Temples modeled the cosmos, priests honored the silver sun, offerings of ink, papyrus, and reed pens, ibis for seeking knowledge, baboon for judgment. Thoth bears palette, pen, crescent, and disc. Scribes prayed before work, a simple drop of ink offered to the master of their craft. Thoth, the ibis-headed scribe of the gods, embodies an enduring concept in Egyptian religion. He personifies the intellect's power to shape reality, knowledge, truth, order, justice. His gifts, writing, numbers, time, were tools of civilization. Thoth was the divine architect, the cosmic librarian who kept the universe in balance. Today we are inundated with information, yet language can create and destroy, clarify, and confuse. Careful records are a bulwark against falsehood and decay. Truth, once written, can achieve a form of immortality. The weighing of the heart offers a timeless metaphor for personal accountability. Our lives are recorded and judged against truth. Actions have weight and consequence. A life in harmony with Ma'at is the ultimate goal: to live honestly, speak truthfully, act justly. From papyrus spells to mapping the human genome, the spirit of Thoth endures. Curiosity, respect for facts. With words, we can build worlds. And with truth, we can make them last forever.